Blitzen. My boyfriend saved this cat from euthanasia, and he's caused us so much stress the last couple of months. But it's kinda easy to forget when you look at him. One day I had a missed call from my boyfriend, and it was followed up with a picture of a cat saying, "We got a new cat." My boyfriend works as a veterinarian, so I get messages like this every now and then. Usually it's just that he saw a cute cat or dog at work that day, but sometimes it also means that we might end up with a new pet. In this case, it meant that we had a new cat. Blitzen was brought in this day to be euthanized, and my boyfriend had seen this cat for several years, and he really loved him. And my boyfriend decided to save him. He was being put down for a couple of reasons. One is that he has diabetes. He had a lump in his mouth. He also was spraying inside the house, outside of the litter box. He actually has a pretty similar story to Ahmed, who also was brought in to be euthanized. It's maybe not what I would have done, but we don't know this person, we don't know their circumstances, and this is someone who had done a lot for their cat, who had spent a lot of money and time on this cat. My first reaction was, why wouldn't you surrender him to a rescue or a shelter instead? But the thing is, it might be hard to find a rescue that accepts a cat like this with behavioral and medical issues. You could turn him into an open admission shelter, and I bet you he would get adopted so fast because he is so pretty. But you might end up with an adopter who is not able to handle his needs. So either then he might get neglected, abused, maybe both, or they will return him to the shelter and it will continue like that where he gets adopted, returned, and that's obviously not a good situation for the cat either, to go in and out of the shelter system. There really isn't a perfect solution. This is why it's so important to adopt pets, because you don't necessarily have to adopt a cat or dog with special needs, but even adopting any pet in general is going to free up resources and space to help cats like Blitzen. My boyfriend didn't really intend on bringing Blitzen home and integrate him with our other cats because we had a lot going on at this time. We were not ready for another cat. This was shortly after Bruce went into heart failure, also right after Ahmed was diagnosed with diabetes. So it was the absolute worst timing. But the cat distribution system does not care about timing. My boyfriend actually planned on making him into a clinic cat. Some vet clinics have like a resident cat that lives at the clinic, so I figured maybe Blitzen could live there. But Blitzen had other plans. So the thing was, he did actually stay there for a while, but he got really sick. He stopped eating, he was super constipated, his lab work, for lack of a better medical term, it was just bad. He was moments away from dying. My boyfriend thought he was going to die. We don't really know what was wrong with him though. So that's when I told him that, you know what, just bring him home. Because at this point he was actually tube feeding him. So he had to go to the clinic every couple of hours to feed him. So I figured it's just better for everyone if we bring him home. So he came home, he came to the house, we prepared the guest bedroom. And now it's several months later and he's still living here.
Ahmed.
And now he's doing pretty well health-wise. He still has diabetes, that's probably not gonna go away. And, oh yeah, and also the lump in his mouth, my boyfriend removed that one pretty much right away, and that turned out to be benign, meaning it's not cancer. So that's nothing we have to worry about anymore, but he's still spraying in the house. He now gets to go to other areas of the house, but we're still keeping him pretty contained. He has this corner in the kitchen. He loves the cat tree, and he has a bed in the window, so he stays there a lot. That's like his safe spot. He also gets to come into my office every now and then, and he gets to go outside with the other cats. And the other cats are doing okay with him. Look, he's in here, Bruce. That's Blitzen. You see him now? He's sniffing your cat tree. Hi, Blitzen. This is Bruce. Psst. Blitzen. I don't think he sees. Psst, psst. Come here. Psst, psst. Come here. No. The thing is, he's very submissive. I would kind of want to say that the other cats is the problem in a sense. Like, you can't really blame them either, because this is their home and 3 cats is already quite a lot. Ahmed hates him. Yeah, he just doesn't like him. He didn't like Bruce in the beginning either, and that's getting way better, but he's just not a big fan of new cats. We treat this a little angel like always. He will sometimes go up to him kind of to just tease him, but he's really good with him. Bruce is Bruce. He does well also most of the time, but he sometimes gets triggered by Blitzen. So Blitzen is very anxious. He seems to overreact a little bit, so sometimes Bruce will just like walk by him or kind of up to him, and then Blitzen will become super defensive and be like, "Don't fight me! Don't fight me!" And then Bruce is like, "What? Fight? Did someone say fight? Do you want me to fight you?" And then Bruce kind of tries to attack him, and then I have to intervene and be like, "No, stop it, you guys!" So it's just not a great situation overall. We can't keep them together unsupervised. Another reason why we're keeping him in certain areas of the house is because of the spraying. We keep him in areas where it's easy to clean up if it does happen, or in areas where we know he won't do it. We are doing what we can. We've tried different medications, tried Feliway. We have also done all, the typical tips and tricks you read about when you do a Google search, like different litter boxes, different types of litter, keeping it really clean, all of that. We're still experimenting with some different medications. It really points towards being behavioral, because when he actually needs to pee, he uses the litter box just fine. It's just that he goes and sprays a little bit. It's usually just like a couple of drops here and there, but it's just really annoying. Overall, he is doing pretty well here, but we have decided to not keep him though, because he's not orange. I'm just kidding. Obviously that's absolutely not why. It actually has some orange in him. It's kind of funny. No, but all jokes aside, he is such a great cat, and we just feel like he deserves more. He's obviously doing just fine, but I feel like he would need more attention. Like, he loves attention. He loves to snuggle in bed. He will start purring and kneading, and he loves belly rubs. So I do think he would do better in a low-stress environment without 3 other cats and a toddler. And we're trying to get the spraying more under control, and then if we're successful, we're gonna look into getting him a new home. And also, if we're not successful, maybe our home is just not the best for him. Maybe he would do better in a more low-stress environment. Maybe he would stop then. We don't know. But we want to at least do what we can.